What's up, y'all? I hope everybody had a wonderful day. I know I had a wonderful day. I just got off work at 7 o'clock, but my whole day was fantastic. Why is that? Because of my mindset. I told myself that I was gonna have a good day no matter what, and I had a good day. Feel me? I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning and I made a video. It was just something on my heart, you know what I'm saying? Did I want to? Not necessarily, because I wanted to sleep, but I didn't. I set my alarm for 8:15 and I woke up before my alarm because I am motivating myself. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to talk about pushing through the pain, the significance of pushing through the pain, and the glory of pushing through the pain because, like, pain sucks. Nobody wants to go through pain, but it is the best thing that's ever gonna happen to you, period. If you step out of your comfort zone and you make the conscious effort to put yourself in a position that you are going to feel pain like in a positive way, the result is freaking glorious, yo. Like, for instance, people that lose 100 and plus pounds, if they never stepped in that gym, they would still be obese and they would die early, most likely. If whenever I was a kid and they told me I could not walk ever or talk in my entire life, if I just took that loss and was like, well, they never said I could walk. If I did not go through that pain, I would not be walking. I would not be talking, right? I would be a handicap for the rest of my life. And when I was learning how to walk, I was progressively making steps, bro. Like, at first I wasn't able to walk at all. And I would just stand up and my legs would shake, you know what I'm saying? And every time I just would grab onto something and take one more step. And it hurt so bad. It literally felt like my muscle was being torn apart from my bone. But my point is, I went through pain. And you know what I did after that? I saw the glorious side of pain. And it is amazing. Like, look at me right now. Look at me right now. What am I doing? I am walking because I went through that pain, right? And for most of my life, I've dealt with depression, mental illness. Like, I did not want to go through the pain. I did not want to face my reality, and I ran from everything. And look at me, I'm 24 years old, and I'm nowhere near where I should be in life. But I made the conscious decision on January 7th, 2021, that I was gonna push through the pain, and I am gonna be something great. And, like, my whole mindset is changed. And pushing through the pain is not something you could do for 1 day, 30 days, 365 days. You have to make that conscious effort every single day of your entire life. You need to work on yourself every single day of your entire life. You say, well, Josh, I don't know what I need to do to work on myself. Well, that's just a lie you're telling yourself. If you genuinely do not know what you need to do in order to improve yourself, break it down, bro. Get a notepad and a pen, and everything that you don't like about yourself, everything that's wrong in your life, write it down. And then break it down and make proactive steps. I'm just going to talk about me. This isn't about me, but I can't speak for anyone else. Like, I'm depressed, right? I'm writing it down. Well, what can I do to not feel depressed? Well, the answer to a lot of mental illness is mind, body, and soul. Okay? So, mind. How do you take care of your mind? Well, you read, and for me, it might be different for you, but for me, it's reading about why I think the way I do, and that way, if I know the reason why, or how or whatever I think the way I do, I feel like I can understand why, and I can help rewire my brain, my body, work out. You know what I'm saying? Or say you have weight issues. Well, that's an obvious one. Go exercise. I'm miserable at my job. Well, if you're miserable at your job, well, that just means that you need to find something else. Because a wise man once said, if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. But anyways, like, everybody has dreams and aspirations. Never sell yourself short, right? Never sell yourself short, because you are worth way more than you think. Like, if you struggle with self-worth, look at yourself in the mirror every single day. You are beautiful, right? I don't believe in God. I'm just going to keep it real, but I believe that we're all here for a reason greater than ourselves. But if we do not push through pain, if we do not put ourselves in positions to improve ourselves and go through pain, we will get nowhere. We will be stagnant. And it is better to run 1,000 miles in the wrong direction than it is to stay stagnant. Now, don't get the game twisted. I'm not saying, go do drugs or whatever. I'm not saying put pain as in self-destroying pain. I'm saying something that's going to help you. Like, I don't have a car. I don't have a license. I don't have money, right? I don't have a great support system. But you know what? I'm taking a leap of faith. I am stepping out of my comfort zone, even if it tears me apart. I am going to community college, even if I'm in debt for the rest of my life, which I won't because it's just community college. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of work. Like, I did not do good in school because I didn't pay attention, and it's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to put in the work day in and day out. I'm gonna have to sacrifice sleep, but that is something that I am prepared to do in order to be the greatest me. So push past your pain. Whatever you need to do, be proactive, and you could talk about it. You could say, oh, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to be a better me. New year, new me, da-da-da. But if you are not proactive, like, words without actions behind it are nothing. And you have to be proactive. And just know when you're being proactive, it's going to hurt. But just know that it is glorious. I'm sorry, I'm not even angry. I'm just passionate because I know a lot of the answers. And, like, I know that y'all know a lot of the answers, but you're too weak-minded. Like, don't get it twisted. Everybody is strong-minded. Every single body. It's a choice. It is a choice. And you could say, well, diets don't work. Exercise doesn't work. Da-da-da. The reason that they don't work is because your words do not align with your character. Like, if you have an addiction, whether it's alcohol, substances, overeating, work, or even a success addiction, because people are addicted to success, it means that you do not care about yourself. Right? Okay, some people have weight problems that's out of their control, but at the same time, it's in your control because you can put in the work, right? You can eat healthy. You can exercise every single day. You can drink water, this, that, and the third. Take care of your body. You can almost everything you can do something about. Like, there are some things out of our control. Like, I'm never going to be an NFL player. I'm never going to be a singer, this, that, and the third. But I know what I want to do, and I'm making proactive steps, right? And that's what everybody needs to do. You have to be proactive and push past the pain. Like, when you're lifting weights, right? What happens when you gain muscle, or how do you gain muscle? From tearing your muscle apart. Your muscles experience so much trauma, and they send amino acids to repair your muscle. And what happens for the next few days? You are sore as heck, but it's worth it because you're gonna get swole, feel me? And going through pain is like planting a seed, right? You plant a seed, and for days, weeks, you do not see any growth. But the growth that is so important is what you don't see, because we are instant gratification people, or beings rather. And if we don't see change immediately, we want to quit. But I want to encourage you to push past the pain. Even if you do not see any improvement, there is an improvement going on inside you that you can't even see, and it is glorious. I'm telling you, like consistency is another key point. Like, you have to be consistent, because I'm not new to motivational speaking. I started my motivational speaking channel on YouTube a while ago, but I was not consistent. And the moment that I stopped chasing my dream and my purpose in life, guess what happened? I went straight back to smoking and drinking and partying, and I was destroying my life. I was not doing anything, and I was like, wow, I was feeling so good, and now I am so depressed that I just want to kill myself. Like, that is so twisted. Like, you have to continuously being persistent and consistent and pushing through the pain. You will experience pain for the rest of your life. Like, life is like a mountain, greater, way bigger than Mount Everest, right? And the higher you climb, the harder it gets, but also the more beautiful it gets. So just keep that in mind, dude. Like, but you have to be proactive. I can sit here and talk to you every single day, which I will. Hold me on that. Hold me on my words. I will I will make at least one video a day, if it's a live video or YouTube video. Because I have to practice what I preach, because I can't just tell you to be proactive, not be proactive. I am going to make motivational videos every single day. And that's what you have to do with whatever you want to achieve in life, or what your purpose is. Because, like, a lot of people don't know what their purpose is. I'm 24 years old and I just found my purpose. And that's early for a lot of people, you know what I mean? But if not, work on yourself, and whatever you want to work on. And like I said, write it down. What do you want to do? What do you want to improve? And break it down. And if you don't know how to do the steps, we live in a world where internet and social media is huge. Look it up on the internet. Look up what you have to do and go do it. You feel me? Nike says just do it. And a lot of people don't want to do it. Nobody really wants to feel pain. You know what I mean? But you just have to do it. If you want to be the best you have to go through the pain. And if you don't want to be the best you, by any means, sit around and waste your life. Because there's the 99% of people, and then there's the 1%. The legends. Legends are not legends by mere accident. They grinded and grinded and grinded. And they continue to grind until the day they die, right? And that's what you need to do. Like, I'm not saying it's ever going to get easy, but it will get easier, I promise you. Because, like, I could not put myself to sit down and read, because my brain would go in so many different directions, and it still does. But I sat down and I read 3 pages, or it was something like that. And next day I read more and more and more. Last night I read 20 pages in an hour. You know what I mean? And that's what you gotta do. And if you say, oh, I don't have time to better myself, I'm so busy. Well, sacrifice something. Put down social media for a little bit. Like, for an hour at night. And do something proactive. Whatever it is. Like, my thing is self-help books and motivational speeches on YouTube. Those are my 2 go-to right now currently, because I am still working on myself. I'm working on finding who I am, how I can be the best person for what my purpose is. You know what I'm saying? And that might not be you. You could do something else. Whatever you want to do something proactive to do it. But just know it's going to hurt. But you got to be prepared for it. You are a champion. But You're not going to be a champion or a warrior if you throw down your weapons when the battle comes. Like, okay, I'm not a Christian, but a story that is amazing to me, it's one of the greatest metaphors in human history, in my opinion, is David and Goliath, right? David was scrawny. He was a young bull too. He was like 13, 14. And Goliath was, what was it, like almost 7 foot tall or almost 9 foot tall, whatever. But he was a giant, okay? And David is us. And Goliath is the obstacles in our life. Everybody was scared. Grown men were scared. And David even got turned down by his own people, his own king, and said that, oh, you can't even hold this armor. You're so scrawny, you'll never make it. But what did he do? He didn't even care. He disregarded everything, and he ran towards Goliath. He wasn't shaken in fear. He ran, and boom! Shot him right between the eyes, dropped him smooth out. And the metaphor behind that is you need to face your fears, and even though you're going to experience pain, just know it's going to be worth it at the end. Everything in life that you go through a reason. I am a firm believer in that, right? It's to mold you and refine you to be the very best that you can be for your purpose. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Are you going to let comfortability hold you back, or insecurity hold you back, or are you going to grab the bull by the horns and do what you got to do? Face paint, even if that bull stabs you. Are you going to quit? Are you going to keep going and going and going? It's up to you. And just know that I'm in your corner. I ain't in your circle. I'm in your corner. I'm rooting for you. But you got to root for yourself. You got to have confidence in yourself. And how you build self-confidence is supported by past actions, right? That means you have to take a step out of your comfort zone and work on yourself, and then you'll be confident, and you will have the tools to achieve your greatest, wildest dream, your greatest purpose, become the greatest you. And everybody has it in them. You have it in you. Say it right now. Repeat after me, except replace my name with your name. I am Joshua Fannin. And I am great. I have it in me to become the greatest me ever. Like, you just have to trust in yourself and trust in the process, right? Trent Shelton said, it was a metaphor of a seed growing into a crop. His grandpa was a farmer, and he was 5 or 6, and he helped him plant it in 2 hours, plant the seed. And 2 hours later, he's like, Grandpa, did it grow yet? He said, no, trust the process. And he kept coming to him because he didn't see no plant. He's like, it's not going to grow. Maybe that was a bad seed. And he was like, no, trust the process. 2-3 weeks pass by, he starts seeing a little bit of the plant. He's like, Grandpa, it hasn't grown that much. He said, but it has grown a little bit, right? Trust the process. And when you don't see, and then eventually it became huge. And he's like, Grandpa, you're right. He said, I told you to trust the process. But something that's very important about that story is before that he could visibly see the plant, down below, what he couldn't see was the most important thing. A root system was growing, and a root system is a foundation. That means the beginning of our struggles, the beginning of our beliefs, or not beliefs, the beginning of our journey is what creates a firm foundation. Just know that. Like, if you don't see progress, do not be discouraged. Take heart and know that it's going to be for the greater good. And I'm going to leave you with that. Just know that if anybody wants to hit me up, anybody has questions, anybody needs inspiration, my inbox is open. I don't care who you are. I am here for y'all. And I want you to share this with one person or two people that you think that this will help. I love y'all. Keep your heads up. And I believe in you. Just believe in yourself. And that's real.